Put me and T-Ray on the drill and we gonna go hard. You know what I'm saying? This is the final hours of T-Roy. Now what I don't respect is like the video being released of him, but you know they gonna do that regardless, it's like when it comes to social media, you'll be surprised how people could find stuff quickly that you don't want found or that you think you deleted, and some way somehow they got access to it. It's crazy. But rest in peace to T-Roy, rest in peace to everybody from the whole Chicago drill wave. Shout out to the answer. Shout out a dose of mystery. We ain't gonna talk too much. We're gonna get straight into the video.
February 14th, 2017. 23-year-old James Johnson's life.
Oh yeah, and I heard he was like 5'2", 5'3".
Came to a tragic end at the hands of a savage gang member with a vendetta against him. James Johnson went by the alias T-Roy and was well known to law enforcement for his various stints involving criminal activities in the streets of Chicago. His mugshots show a lengthy rap sheet, but that was all about to backfire on the young affiliate of Parkway Gardens, infamously known as O Block in Chicago. February 14th, the day he made a mistake that would cost him dearly, not knowing that decision would lead to just hours left for him to live. It is rumored that, moments before he was murdered, T-Roy was on a mission to hunt down a rival member in the endless bloodshed that was taking hold in Chicago gang culture. The energy around him was one of homicide that day. In the vicinity of his friends, he was seen in black attire, with firearms, singing the words, "They will not stun me. No, I keep that 33.
You would not look more me. They would not stun me. No, I keep that 33.
Looking into his words, it is a disrespect to a murdered rival by the name of Stunna from the set Suwoo TTB. Frederick Taylor, aka Stunna, was shot in the chest and succumbed to his injuries. T-Roy was also rumored to be involved in the targeted hit.
Hold on, ain't Stunna TTB Naz homie? If I'm not mistaken.
Hit of Stunna gives reason as to why he was so jokingly mocking his passing. Sad that he would be hours away from losing his life in the same manner. The day was drawing on, and just before midday, T-Roy found himself in the region where a particular rival often frequents. The rival in question was known by the alias TB and was from the gang set Taekwon World. This was a personal vendetta T-Roy aimed to settle. In a month prior to his homicide, TB added fuel to the already burning fire by releasing a hip-hop track aimed at various rivals, pledging the demise of all, singling out O Block, where T-Roy represents. TB is heard saying, "O Block Killer."
600 K, Front Street K, Savage Squad K, O Block Killer. You know how you
11:40
I
a.m.
heard that joint.
T-Roy was in the area of the 2000 block of East 71st Street in the South Shore neighborhood where TB spent a lot of his time. Reports claim that around 11:55 a.m., T-Roy went into a store on 71st Street, but obtained surveillance footage shows T-Roy in all black along with an unknown individual heading in the direction of the store.
I can't really say, like, I want to reword it that I don't respect it. I just want to know how the footage got out. Like, if that footage was from years ago, how did the footage like even get out? I'm starting to think in some type of way the cops be releasing this info, like just to keep shit going or some type.
Timestamped at 12:49 p.m. Unaware to the danger stalking his movements, T-Roy and his affiliates entered the store not knowing what was about to transpire.
Well, I could just be wrong, but I don't know. I just want to know how it got out. That's my point. I just want to know how it got out.
About 2 minutes after, at 12:51 p.m., his assailants, hot on his trail, followed suit in the direction of his location. The two were TB in all black and another rival known to the streets as Can't Get It Right, aka CGR, wearing a red jacket. T. Roy had just a few minutes left before his life was taken. Inside the store, he was on one of the aisles with the individual that he entered with, seemingly having a conversation. Behind them, TB and CGR can be seen entering and approaching T. Roy. TB with his hands tucked in his jacket. Seconds later, TB pulls out a firearm and discharges it, leaving everyone running. T. Roy falls to the floor, visibly in pain as he clutches his chest and rolls along the ground. Outside, surveillance cameras capture TB escaping from the scene in the direction he came, while CGR goes in the other direction. The timestamp on the surveillance footage shows 12:55 p.m. Reports state that James Johnson, aka T. Roy, was transported to the Northwestern Memorial Hospital, where he died at 12:38 p.m., according to the Cook County Medical Examiner's Office. This may be a case of the surveillance footage not being set to the exact time and time zone, but even with its timestamp being offset by a few, the minutes between T. Roy being on the prowl for TB to the time TB stalks and takes his life reflects the correct intervals before he died. Pics would begin surfacing of TB and CGR wearing the same clothes while in the picture with the late FBG Duck. This begs the question, if it was moments before on the same day that the incident happened and more persons were also in on the event that occurred, or was that attire worn on a separate day that the pics were taken? Whatever the case, T. Roy lost his life due to their actions and left a hole.
Whatever happened to Young Famous and Hudo Huncho? You don't really hear from them no more. You used to hear from them a lot when the whole when 600 was like way more hotter than like what it was right now.
In the hearts of everyone in O Block that respected and held him highly. His best friend, the late King Von, was at the time behind bars when he got the news of his friend being gunned down and had to endure the hurt of losing his best friend.
Now they see me, I'm just walking around in circles on the deck, you know. And they put their arm around me when I'm like, damn, you good, bro? You good? What's wrong with you, Vaughn? Yeah, I'm good. Ooh, what's wrong? You got a phone, man. I'm good, you know. They what happened? I mean, they just killed T. Roy. Ooh, he what? I'm T. Roy. They just killed T. Roy. Oh, I got to break it down on King Dave. That shit. I couldn't help it. They hugging me. These some real niggas. You see what I'm saying? We grown ass men. Folks grab me to hold me and shit. You get to there, you gonna be alright, shorty. You gonna be alright. Oh, hold on, boy. That's my best friend, boy. Tell me they just killed my best friend while I'm in jail.
T. Roy was another statistic in the long list of lives lost to the streets of Chicago that continue to steal the lives of young men and women who haven't even received a chance to reach their full potential. In the wake of his passing, his brother, known by the alias HK, became consumed by the cycle of hatred and vengeance. Grieving the loss of his brother, HK set out to get retribution at his own hands by taking the life of the one who stole his brothers. He would allegedly find his target, Terry Ty Mubarak Berry, aka TB, and put a bullet in his cranium, ending his life. The irony to it all is that it was rumored to be the same area around where T. Roy was murdered. His life was pronounced gone at the exact same hospital as T. Roy as well, Northwestern Memorial Hospital. The sad reality of the street life and gang culture, it's a setup that continues to take lives, laying everyone to rest in the same place as their rivals.
That's a fact.
It's a lose-lose game, but they continue to play even if the outcome is rigged. HK allegedly got the revenge for his brother T. Roy, but that only aided in prolonging the repetitive bloodshed. Rival gang members and affiliates of TB would in turn make it their mission to return the favor and seek vengeance for their fallen comrade. HK would be caught outside by his rivals, and before he could escape, he suffered the same fate as the one that he gave to T. Roy's killer, and the same fate T. Roy's killer gave to him. Instead of mourning the passing of such young lives and doing better, anger and hurt runs its course to feed the feud. T. Roy was respected by his reputation in the streets, and in a way, it was his demise. But being known as someone to fear is reason for praise in that environment. He faced many close calls before being on the opposite end of a gun, but he always survived and came out on top. Unfortunately, this time, that
Was it
wasn't
like
the
that?
case.
Who got shot? Who? Nah, ma, he a gangster. He got shot before. He a gangster. I said, folks ain't make it on phone him out.
What hurts most isn't just him losing his life, but what he leaves behind. T. Roy, while known for his gangster ways,
Baby?
was also a father,
Damn.
and now his son, like many others, is left without a parent in this world. Rest in peace, T. Roy.
Listen, damn, I swear I did not know he had a son throughout all the documentaries I ever watched and never said, yo, T. Roy had a kid. But with that being said, rest in peace to everybody from this video. It's a never ending cycle for real, for real. A lot of people gotta find another way, you know. It's easy. I can't say it's easy to become a product of your environment, but you just gotta know different routes, stay out the way, you know what I'm saying? Try to stay to yourself, especially coming up, growing up, trying to find lanes that keep you busy and just away from the hood or just away from certain things that that'll get you in trouble. Cause I know death is guaranteed, but it's like that's the fastest route. That's the fastest route because it's like when it comes to the streets, it's really last minute standing. So I don't condone that shit at all. You know what I'm saying? To each his own. That being said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all for the love and support. Love is love, and I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video.